Welcome back to Mrs. G's Living. On this channel, we focus on fashion, beauty, commentary, advice. So if that's something you're interested in, please consider subscribing and joining our community. So today, we have a back to school haul for us adults. Because why not? Why is it always just about the kids? We need a few things here and there to prepare ourselves for back to school. So I have some luxury items, some beauty items, and whatever else I've bought for the last few weeks. So let's get into it. So now the first item is what I consider my vintage archive item. And so when I was able to find it, I was definitely happy. I found these, I believe these are the 1999 Tom Ford Gucci monogram boots, a mouthful. And so when I found it in my size, so I'm an 8.5, and apparently in luxury brands, I have some big feet because I have never been able to find them in my size. So whenever I buy luxury, if it's an 8.5, I usually have to go with like a 39, 39.5, sometimes a 40 for it to feel comfortable, because luxury brands tend to run small, designer brands tend to run small. And so these are the horse bit Gucci monogram boots. Came into me pristine condition, not a lot of wear and tear on them. So whoever had them before me kept them in good care. I've been wanting these for a minute. Need I say more? Christian Dior, Runway. I should name this a shoe haul because I felt like I got a lot of shoes, but when you come across your want list pieces, you just pull the trigger, and just so happened that all my want list pieces, they gradually came. I didn't buy them all at once, but you know, look at them. Oh, yes, Jesus loves me, for the Bible tells me so. Baby, like, stop playing. Can't wait to style these. All right, so next, because you know I'm a shoe lover and it's boot season, and while I was over here distracting you guys with Zara hauls, I was actually shopping for the winter season. My bad. But for us fashionista, you know you have to shop during the hot months for the cold months. So next in my boot collection, FENDI navy blue and black boots. This is going to go perfectly with one of the jackets that I just recently purchased. And I'm a boot lover, so let me show you the back of it. I love that it has a zipper at the back, but the buckle details at the front. So next, we're going to keep with the shoes. I was looking for I was looking for a knee suede boots with a minimal heel, because that's one item I'm missing from my wardrobe. So I found these, give me a second, let me pull them up. These Christian Dior boots with the gold C and D lock at the front. I just love them. Now I have to definitely take them to the shoe repair, because the issue that I always have with knee-high boots is that I have small ankles, but I have thick calves, and most boots, if they're not wide, a little bit tight on my legs, so I may have to get them stretched, but they are to die for, and the heel requirement no more than 2 inches. But look at them, they are just beautiful, and I can't wait to wear it. Next in shoes, who does not need loafers? Like, loafers for fall and winter are a must have. Now I remember when the Zara loafers came out, and of course I was trying not to purchase them because I wanted to be, you know, I was like, oh, do you really need them? But after a while, when I saw them I actually bought them on Poshmark. And I wish I had bought them the first time around. So when I saw them on Poshmark, I pulled the trigger, because they are just cute little, like, they're penny loafer. I love the brass color of it. I love the detailing at the front. I'm going to definitely get a lot of wear for the fall for these loafers. So last but not least, and many of you are going to be like, girl, how many shoes you need? As many as I can have. I am a shoe, coat, handbag lover, because I just am. So I prioritize those. So I have been looking for Blahniks, like construction heel. They look like Tims, but they're not Tims, from like 1999 that like Rihanna, Beyonce, J-Lo was wearing back in the days. But because they've become so popular, it's like they're going for an extraordinary amount. But also, so when I came across these, and you know, I'm in my short heel era, because I'm starting to realize like the high heels, the 4 inches, I'm not able to handle at this advanced age. They are the shorter versions to them. And they look, you know, they've been loved. I bought them on Poshmark. They've been loved. But I love that they are the shorter heel. I love that they are suede. I was actually looking for this exact color. And it's going to give I'm going to give you some 90s looks with this. But yeah, I've been looking for them for a while. So when I found them on Poshmark, I hesitated. And I sat on it for a while. And then eventually I was like, you know what? The winter is coming. Most people are now looking for winter stuff. Let me just go cop them. And so these are the final shoes that I purchased. Now we're going to get into coats. So for coats, I'm the type of person, if I have a down coat or a bubble coat and it loses its texture, or it's no longer, like, you know how the down coats are like the feathers and it just gets very like soft. I hate that. So I will throw a coat away. I will not wear it anymore. So I needed to replace like 2 or 3 coats that I did that with, because I despise when the down is no longer downing. So I had 2 coats to choose from, and in the beginning, I did make a decision. Then I went back and bought the other one. So we're going to start with the first one. I would buy this Macaj monogram down jacket in brown. And it actually came with this original tag. So the private seller that was selling it probably bought it, never wore it because it didn't fit. But I end up purchasing it and I love it. I love that it is a longer length. It reaches me to my ankle. And I don't have I have maybe one other ankle down coat. And I think it just will go perfectly with the Manolo Blahnik boots that I have as well. And so I can't wait to wear this for the winter. Then I would go back and buy the second one. The next item, because I couldn't decide, well, I decided the first one, but then the second one, I kept thinking about it. And I was like, well, they're 2 different colors. You just gave away like maybe 3 of your old ones. So this is another Macaj jacket. It's navy blue and black. It actually came with the tags as well as the extra button. And I actually saw this jacket in Bloomingdale's and heard that it ran small. So I wasn't shocked when, it's a size large and it fits snug, which I'm perfectly fine about, because during the winter, I don't wear heavy sweaters. Like, I'm not a heavy sweater. I get hot easily and I commute and I'm always hot. So this is just perfect for me, but it came with the original tags, and I just felt like it was going to go well with those FENDI navy blue and black boots. That is definitely going to be a look for the winter. So now we're off from the coats and let's get into accessories. So I would buy these sunglasses from a Brooklyn-based business. I believe the pronunciation is Lure or Liar. So when I saw these double frame glasses, it has the tortoiseshell glasses, but it has a second pair of glasses that is cat eye framed and beige. So look at it. So the packaging was amazing. It was raining outside, and the packaging, even while it was raining, was amazing. And even my husband was impressed. He was like, okay, I want to see what's in that bag. First, when I saw the box, I'm like, why would sunglasses be in a big box like that? But then the whole experience with unpacking it, amazing presentation. So let me try it on so you can see what I mean. My husband likes it, but he said it's kind of weird. Does it feel weird on the face? No, not whatsoever. He wanted to know if I could separate the two glasses, and I cannot. So it is one glasses with two frames. But yeah, so I bought these. So what I also love about these sunglasses is I wasn't paying attention when I bought it, but it actually comes with a little handbag. So it has a handbag with the strap, and it's advertised like that on the website, but I guess I was just focused on the sunglasses, that I wasn't really like focused on that it came with the bag, a handbag, a little handbag, which I think is cute. It's out of there. Put it together. This is just so stinking cute and worth the price. Look how cute that is. Just for running errands. I need like bags like this when I need to run errands and stuff like that. So okay, let's move on. So we are entering into beauty. So I'm obsessed with skincare. I've always been obsessed with skincare, but I'm more obsessed now that I'm getting older. And I realize like the older generation lied to us, talking about at this age, acne is not going to be an issue, and it's still an issue. So, and I don't know if, you know, once the pause happens, if it'll stop being an issue, but it's still an issue for me, especially when it comes to hyperpigmentation. So the first thing I would buy from the TikTok shop, this product. I have been using it for a month, and so far so good. So I have no complaints. Using it by itself, I don't think, well, for me, it doesn't work by itself. I need to use it with other items that focus on hyperpigmentation, but my skin hasn't looked this good in a while. So I would highly recommend it. Also, I'm getting older and the weight is not falling off like it used to. Like, I really have to work. I mean, work, nutrition, workout for me to kind of maintain my weight. But if I need to lose weight, it is an uphill battle. And it's an uphill battle. So I have been using this anti-cellulite massage oil. Now, of course, I saw this on the TikTok shop, but I ended up buying it on Amazon because sometimes I compare the prices, and Amazon is a little bit more expensive, but at least I get it in 2 days. TikTok would be taking like a week or 2 weeks to arrive, and I got time for that. So I'm actually enjoying this. I've been working out and I've been applying this sporadically and massaging it with my wooden rollers. So I am seeing somewhat of a difference. So I would recommend this as well. Once again, the TikTok shop got me. So we have this face and neck beauty device. It's a vibrating device. It has lights. It claims to firm your skin, which now, like, I never cared about firming skin before, but now that I'm getting older, it's more of a priority than it was before. So I ended up buying this on Amazon. Yes, I saw it on the TikTok shop, but once again, I don't got time to waste. When I want something, I want it in 2 days. So I end up buying this, and I actually like it. I like how it heats. I like the vibrations. I can actually feel it tightening because I actually use it with, now there are 7 settings on it that you can use it for. Now, of course, I need to go read it, but I haven't read. You know, I don't really like reading instructions. I just like doing, but I really need to read the instructions to see which light is for what. Lately, I've just been having it on hot and I've been enjoying it, but I have paired it with my next obsession. Once I started researching like, oh, what's the best firming cream? And because, you know, once you reach a certain age, elasticity decreases. And yeah, I know black don't crack, but we've seen people with black has cracked, and I don't want to be on that list. It is already enough pressure, nuisance, that as black women, we can't age. And if we do age, oh God, we never hear the end of it. So, firming creams. I looked up which ones were the best firming cream, and this one came consistently at number 1 or 2. So this is the Ultra Repair Hydro Firm Night Cream, and it is by First Aid Beauty. And you can feel when you're putting this on, it does tighten the skin. Combined with this, it is definitely worth the price. I don't remember the price. I believe this was like, if I remember correctly, this was like maybe $15. I want to say this was $50, but for the ounce, for the fluid ounces, and because you can't put a price tag on a firming cream, I've been using it and I would recommend it. And I am very about things that say they're going to do stuff, because typically they don't do stuff. Next, from Marshall's, come on, St. Ives for my Gen X, my Xenals, my Millennials. We swear by St. Ives Apricot Scrub. It is probably the only item that has come with us from childhood all the way to now, and we will fight to the death for this item. So when I saw this one, I was like, well, let me see, because I haven't used anything else. It's Scrub and Mask. It was $4.99 at Marshall's. Gentle smoothing, and I love this as well. Like, it's not as harsh as the apricot scrub, but it gets the job done, and I love the smell of it. And it has smoothened out my skin, because I did use a product that gave me texture, which was something I never had before. This is the downside of using new products, because some products are going to irritate your skin. And I used that clay mask that all of you guys were raving about. Oh my God, oh my God. Now, I'm not going to lie. It did, clear out my pores, but it gave me texture on my forehead. So it was just like, no, I'm not using this again, but I love this. Next, in Marshall's, I would find this dark spot corrector. It retails for $6.99. I am always looking for anything dark spot hyperpigmentation, anything of that nature. And I actually like it. For $6.99, I wear this in the morning, and then at night, my BFF. I was in Sephora because I was returning something, and I didn't know when you use PayPal to purchase an item, they give it back to you in a gift card. I have never heard that before, but maybe because I've never used PayPal. So I was kind of annoyed with that. So I ended up picking up this Sephora Glow Vitamin C E. This was actually the last one. That's why I was intrigued. Now, I love it. I love this for the summer, whereas I have Mario Baduschi. I love that vitamin C as well, but it is more of an oil, where this is more of a water consistency that I could wear over the summer and it not sweat off. I love it. Sephora did their big one with this one. So next, I would go to TikTok, all social media, and hear that Amy Cole, I think the brand is. Now, this brand is new to me. I didn't know about this brand. Everybody under the sun seemed to have known this was a Black-owned business in Sephora. I honestly didn't get introduced to this brand until I started seeing all the social media posting that the brand was closing down. And at that point, I was intrigued, because so many Black women were saying, my God, it's such an amazing brand. I don't understand. And so I said, let me go and see what they offer. And Black women were not lying. This is amazing brand. So I would end up buying the skin enhancing stick. And there's a fourth one in my bathroom. In $2.40. First of all, I love stick foundations. I have been wearing liquid foundation because I haven't found a stick So I started off my makeup wearing stick foundation from a Black-owned business in Harlem. And I could no longer go there because they didn't really have an online presence. Like, I used to buy it 20 years ago, and they really didn't have an online presence. I would actually have to go there and go purchase it. And after a while, once the last stick was done, I was just done with it. It wasn't convenient for me, and I've been using like drugstore products. I love stick foundations. It is my favorite. I prefer it over liquid. powder. So I went to Sephora and I was like, okay, let me see if I can shade match myself. I actually correctly shade match myself online, but for some reason I ordered it incorrectly and had to go return it. $240 is my perfect match. I had yet to find a foundation where I don't have to mix it with another foundation. And so therefore I would buy four of them because I don't want to run out. And I'm like, all this time, had I known this brand existed, of course I would have support this brand, Black owned, and the only foundation that actually matches my skin as far as the undertone, the complexion. I don't have to mix it with anything. And then I love the overall coverage and feel. It feels lightweight, but I feel like it gives me a full coverage. Why you ain't tell me? Y'all just now, why you ain't tell me? I've been living under a rock. So let me see if there's anything else. One item that is coming in the mail. So I have been on my health journey again because, you know, I don't like these extra pounds. So I would end up buying a weighted vest and it's coming in the mail soon. I'm hoping it lives up to the hype because everyone's hyping it up, like the weighted vest. I've been doing walks now. Of course, I still do other cardio and weightlifting because that's where I get my toning. But I'm hoping this weighted vest will help with, you know, dropping them extra pounds that I gain. Also, I bought this shirt. It came in a 2-pack, $14.99 from Burlington, and I'm loving it. It is so soft, so smooth. I love the contour or the detailing around the arms. It's like a basic knit shirt, but with some little razzle dazzle. I love, but not least, I would buy this the lint shaver, where you know when you get pebbles or like the bunched up material from like sweaters. When I tell you I love this thing, look how much stuff I use it actually for my throws in my living room because my husband lays on it all the time and it tends to get those little pebbles, which I can't stand. And so it's like a lint shaver and I love it. It has made my life convenient because before I was just using a plain old razor and just going over it like a mad woman. But this, can you see inside of it? How much, like, amazing. So I bought the bag and the shoes. I was like, okay, it's time to calm down. I'm shocked that I haven't bought any bags. The last bag I bought was my Marc Jacobs zebra print that I've been wearing up and down. I have not had a bag that piqued my interest until lately. That Gucci oversized shoulder bag. And it was crazy because I actually went into the mall and it was on the window display. And I was like, oh no, I'm not going in there. And so I'm looking in the window display and the customer service representative or the sales representative, she sees me and she takes the bag off the hook, lifts the bag up. And then the other representatives like, come on in. And I'm like, y'all not getting me. Absolutely not. I did enough spending. I am not buying this bag. I am actually going to wait till this. I'm going to wait until this bag comes on the pre-loved market, and then I love an oversized monogram bag. So this is my haul for back to school for adults. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you buying anything. I'm Mrs. G from Mrs. G's Living. Let me go clean up because my house is a disaster because I had to pull everything back from where I stored it. I'm Mrs. G from Mrs. G's Living. Peace. We are out. Bye.